We'll call order the Board of Adjustments meeting for May 13th, 2026. We're going to first start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, we'll do a roll call of members. Mr. Maker, please note that everyone is present except for Mr. Devin Graham. We'll open the floor for public comment if anyone has anything to say for or against the Board of Adjustments.
No one signed up.
No one signed up. We'll close the public comment. Number 5, I'll entertain a motion of acceptance of the minutes of the April 8th, 2026 meeting. Motion by Eddie.
I'll second.
Second by Brian. Any opposed? That motion passes. Next, I'll entertain a motion accept the written decisions of April 8th, 2026 meeting.
I'll motion.
Motion by Brandon.
Second.
Second by Willie. Any opposed? That motion passes. First up on the agenda tonight, we have a public hearing to consider zoning review ID PZ 3916.26 for Jordan Bruno. Mr. Jordan, would you please step up to the podium? And you want to tell us a little quick bit of your story here, what you got going on?
Yes, I have an accessory building that I was gifted, and I need an 8-foot variance for off the back property line.
All right, off the back property line. Any questions?
Yeah, so you said, you mentioned that it's an accessory building? It's an accessory building, is that what you mentioned? So,
Yeah, I'm gonna be using it for, it's gonna be an office and a office on one side and a storage on the other side.
okay, and so we're reading what y'all had as far as the variance, it said the applicant installed in an accessory. So is it already there, or are you purchasing it and planning to put it in?
Someone gifted it to us,
It's there.
and it's there.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. He put it there and didn't realize he needed a variance.
Okay. How long has it been there?
We got it in the beginning of January.
Beginning of January? All right. And was it something that was brought to his attention? Is that how he got here?
Yes, sir, it's brought to our attention.
Yes.
He's trying to get an electrical permit to redo his electricity to charge his electric car.
Gotcha. Okay.
I did a little research.
Gotcha. No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So that's when they discovered this, I guess, unauthorized, unpermitted building.
Okay. And I guess this is more of a question on my end, because I was looking and I think it's like the last agenda item is something that's similar. So like how does this work if you already have a building that's there and in place? Like how does that work if we were to say, obviously there's accept, deny, and if we were to deny it, which I'm not saying, but I'm just curious for my education and the board's education.
It would be a code violation, and at that point, we would move forward with that violation, and then asking him to move it to meet the requirement, and if not, then to pursue it further.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions, comments?
It's not a second residence or anything, right? It looked like on Google Earth, the street view is updated and it looked almost like a tiny home.
I think it's considered a manufactured tiny home, but it won't be used for that purpose. We don't even have plumbing run to it or anything. It's just gonna be an accessory building for storage.
Yes, we made him remove those things out of there. So it's accessory structure. It cannot be a secondary dwelling.
Anybody sign up, Ms. Jamaica?
No one signed up.
Okay, we're gonna close the public comment. Motion, discussion? I'm assuming Devin's not here to answer the question of utility servitudes, drainage.
There's no servitudes along the rear of that property.
Okay. it's less than 50%, which we.
Well, I know. I guess my biggest thing is just, it's always important that we make sure that we're doing the homework, we understand the variances, we understand the setbacks, and it's kind of, I know we have a lot of people that are here in the room today, so just always making sure that we do our homework before we even purchase something, just in regards to, the setbacks that are in place. Servitudes, those things are usually the big things, so I think that would be a bigger concern. So obviously, there's no servitudes, drainage, so I don't see it as a big concern, but just kind of maybe a friendly reminder moving forward, and even for those who are, in attendance, so.
One of the reasons we couldn't move it forward is because I also have an RV that's in the yard, and it has to have, we have to have access to be able to maneuver it in and out, because otherwise, we won't be able to get it in and out, not take it in and out regularly.
So if you didn't have the RV, then what would the conversation look like?
It would be possible for me to move it forward, and we wouldn't have had to do a variance. But because I do have the RV, and it is so long, that's why we're here,
Yeah.
ultimately.
Brandon, my understanding is that he put it in line with the same setback as the existing structure that's on the property.
That's correct.
That looks to be in place before the rear setbacks were what they are now. So, my only concern is it becoming a second residence or something like that. But what were the stipulations on that?
You made him pull them out.
It's not constructed, I guess, underneath the building code to be a residence. So this thing is not to be lived in. It wasn't built to be lived in based on our rules and regulations that we have for the building department. So it cannot be lived in.
Question.
Really?
Are the neighbors, you spoke to the neighbors, are they,
I haven't received any complaints from the neighbors. We sent out a letter.
okay, and no complaints?
No.
I haven't seen any.
Letter and a yellow sign in the front yard, nobody's here.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve.
I second
Motion
Brian.
approved by
I second.
Brian,
I second it.
second by Willie. Any opposed? Your variance is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Next, we have zoning review ID PZ 3920.26 for Keith. I ain't even gonna try that. Step up and tell us your last name, please.
Taub.
Taub? Okay. That's like it's spelled. Yeah, tell us what you're looking for here, Mr. Keith.
I just recently bought this property and I was applying to try to get a little bit of variance on two sides of the property so I can have a little bit of room to maneuver on it.
All right.
I saw, talking before I get the thing. I saw in your write-up, you said you're just, as far as the positioning and the variance is also for a reason to try to preserve the live oaks?
I bought the property, it has two live oaks on it.
Yeah.
That are over 100 years old. And part of the reason why I bought the property is I love those trees.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cut as much as more than I have to
Yeah.
on them. I do have to trim a little bit, but I want to try to preserve them.
And the live oaks are on your property?
Yes.
Not on the adjacent property?
Mine.
Okay. That's all I have.
Any other questions for?
I guess since Devin's not here, you got it? Lance, any setbacks, servitudes?
No servitudes where he's going to be placing his mobile home, or his home, no.
And that's two servitudes, it says requested 5 feet from the,
Yeah, two setbacks, yeah, in the
Two
back and the
two
rear,
variants,
yeah. And there are 2 oak trees on the property.
okay, thank you.
I don't remember exactly what I remember writing on there. What I was going to try to get, like on the top side and then on the west side, if I can get 5 foot on each one, extra clearance, that'd be great.
That's what he had, right?
5 and 10.
10.
So we would, all right, so it would, are you requesting 15 and 5, or would it be,
On the top side is 10, I'll see if I can get 5 on that. Then on the west side, it shows 20, if I can get 10 on that, or if I can at least get 5.
so that's the way it's written, if I'm understanding it?
Two different ones.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a 5 and 10, but
The minimum rear setback, you have 20,
And the other
and
one's
then
10.
the other one is, no, the other one that's 5 and 10, right? Yeah.
yeah, look.
Yeah, I'm just making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is
Yeah.
the
5 and
problem.
10. Mhm.
Yeah. So it could actually have 2 rears on it. All right, Mr. Jamaica, anybody sign up? Okay, Mr. Keith, we're gonna ask you to have a seat, and we're gonna open it up for public comment.
Okay.
I have Mr. Casey Moran, and he is not in support and wishes to speak.
Okay, Mr. Moran, step up to the mic, and you have 3 minutes to make a public comment.
So good evening, guys. My name is Casey Moran. If you look on your site map, my property is 3A. It actually doesn't touch the property, but I'm within the vicinity of the property. I'm speaking out against this because I've lived in this area my whole life, and one of the things I do think is a good thing about this zoning board is that we try to preserve, or you guys try to preserve, the rural culture of the parish. Well, when this property was divided, we never knew about it. It was divided in 2022. This was my grandparents' property, and it was divided and sold, and this was prior to that, but I'm in opposition because the notes say that the width of the property doesn't allow the owner to put a trailer there. That's self-created. I think it says in y'all's commentary that the hardship cannot be self-created. Well, when this property was divided, they created this hardship. I agree with him on the live oaks. The live oaks are beautiful. I, would love to support them to stay there, but that's also not the hardship. The hardship is there's a shed that's in the way, allowing the movability of this. So this is why I'm here tonight, to speak in opposition towards it, and I just wish y'all to consider that.
Thank you.
No one else signed up.
Okay, we'll close the public comment. Questions, motions?
Did he mention there's a shed?
Yeah, look right there.
Okay. Where's it at on the map there?
You can't see it because it's under the tree, but look,
Yeah,
this is where he wants to put a trail in, that's where the shed
I
is.
imagine hardship would be the trees as well,
Yeah.
too, right? In a way,
Yeah,
it's Mother Nature.
yeah.
thing. And divided, did that gentleman divide it or no? No. I mean, I think it's hardship is the trees and what.
Yeah, I mean,
That's Mother Nature.
I like the variance because of the trees, but
You know, otherwise you have to cut it down.
this is,
Maybe you can be able to cut down a 100-year oak tree, I'm not even sure about that. I know Gonzalez and Don Brown.
I like it, but
Okay, no, I understand. I'll make a motion to accept.
motion accept by Brandon, second by Eddie. Any opposition? Variance is granted. All right, next up we have zoning review ID PZ 3922.26 for Rodney Vincent. Anybody here to represent that? Okay.
That's an easy one.
Let's see. You're looking to see the maximum building height. Building height is 35 feet. The applicant would like to have an overall height of 36.5 feet, which would be a variance of 1.5 feet for the height. Mr. Jamaica, we have anybody signed up to public comment on this?
Yes, I have Miss Courtney LeBour, and she's not in support and wishes to speak.
All right, Ms. Courtney, would you please step up to the podium, and you have 3 minutes to have your public comment.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey. So, good evening. My name is Courtney LeBoard. I live adjacent to Lot 17. I'm on Lot 18 in Stony Point. I'm here regarding the requested height variance. My primary concern is the second-story window that is at the very top of that roof peak. The proposed design would substantially change the privacy of my backyard. It creates an elevated line of sight over the fence into areas where my family spends time outdoors. My concern is not simply that a house is being built, it's just the additional height being requested appears to create an avoidable privacy impact that would not exist with a lower roof line or if the window were removed entirely. I would ask the board to consider requiring that the upper window is removed. I did reach out to David Parker, the architect on the house. He said that that is attic space up there. It's not actually part of the second story. And I also reached out to Rodney and did chat with him briefly about it, but he didn't have the plans in front of him. So I'm not sure where that leaves me with this. I would just really appreciate your consideration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any knowledge of why he's not here? Did he call and say he had a flat tire?
No, I talked to him this morning and said, I'll see you tonight, and
You wanna bump it?
I think you can. Can you?
No.
Can we bump it to next?
I would probably maybe push it to the back in case he shows up, and then y'all can make a decision from there, if that's okay.
Can we do
Yeah,
that?
just make a motion to table it, and y'all can bring it back from the table at the end if he shows up, and then y'all could permanently table it till next meeting, or just make a decision.
Or we can make a motion to accept removing the window.
Can we do that with the design? That's probably the
Can we?
biggest, where'd you go?
I
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's just the variance, whether or not they can exceed the height. I don't think you can really put a condition on how they're building it.
The design of the
The
building
the
itself.
design, yeah, that's a little bit outside of your jurisdiction.
Okay, well, I will entertain a motion to push it to the back of the meeting.
I'll make a motion to table it.
I'll second.
Any motion by Jake to put to the back of the meeting, second by Brandon. Any opposed? All right, that motion carries. I'll put it somewhere where I can find it at the end of the meeting.
Back of it.
Next up, we have, let's see, where was that? Zoning review ID PZ 3928.26 for DeAnthony Jackson.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm looking to have an additional 2 trailers added to the rear of my property. I got 2 daughters moving from Atlanta. Rent's real expensive, and they're gonna be moving here. And so I'm looking to purchase 2 probably used trailers and put them back there for my daughters. And it's more than enough space. It's an acre. I only have 1 in the front. I purchased that 1 in the front, and it's more than enough space for like another 2.
Okay. So do you live in the trailer that's there?
I'm gonna be moving. I don't
Sir?
live in the first. I don't live in the first one, but I'm gonna be moving back.
So you're gonna be living in the first one, and then they'll.
Not at the moment, but I am in the future. I work for the government. I travel all over.
Okay.
So
Okay. Gotcha.
Is anybody residing in that,
the first, yes, because I was working in Atlanta, but my daughter's gonna be moving here.
so is that partly a rental?
Yes. But I'm gonna get my government job to transfer me to Baton Rouge.
How will the? Okay, go. Sorry.
I'm sorry, so you're gonna be moving into that first rental that you have, you said?
Yeah,
Okay. And then your 2 daughters coming in from
in
Atlanta?
the back, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so two things. So what we do allow though is that you can have one additional within the acre. So it's 1.01 acres. So one additional structure can go on there. That would.
Correct.
Correct.
I'm sorry, correct, as long as it's an immediate family member.
Yeah.
He'd have to reside there too, so.
That's the other thing,
Yes.
yeah. So if you currently don't reside there, we don't know who resides there.
And at the moment, I think after their lease is up, then I'll be taking over and
When's that?
either moving it back or I might build on it, not sure. Weighing my options.
Gotcha. And then the other side, if we put these additional structures on there, you look at the lot, how will you gain access to those structures?
It's wide enough where I'm gonna get me a road built on the property with a ditch witch or something. I'm already had it section off where I can get me a road where you can come in and out. It's already a road where you come in and just go to the side, and I'm gonna turn it to the side.
Lance, is he gonna have to make a servitude and do all the proper things for that road, or no?
No, not if he's gonna allow his daughters to be there unless they split the property up. But if they split the property up, he can only split it up one time, because the minimum lot size is a half acre. So he has an acre, so he can only get 2 lots out of it.
Is this one of those deals where it's written in there that if a family member moves or whatever, the trailer has to be removed?
Yes, you can put that in your stipulation.
I would like to add that. That
We gotta have a
stipulation, I would like
motion
to.
first.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm saying, yeah.
We ain't got a motion yet.
Yeah, absolutely, no.
Yeah.
I'm saying I would like to add that, what he's saying about the
I mean,
stipulation.
I kind of have a difficult time granting a variance for this property that the owner doesn't even currently reside in the trailer, and they want to expand upon that for family members.
Well, the land came up as existing sale, and I purchased it about 4 years ago, somebody, and I went ahead and just rented it. And in the meantime, with my job, I had to be there a little while, and I'm looking to get transferred to Baton Rouge Regional Office. And in the meantime, after I got my things together with my travel, and I'll be able to move to I work for the Federal Aviation Administration, so I'll be able to transfer to the Baton Rouge Division. Probably in the next several months, I'll deal with all of my probation and travel and everything.
No, the other question I had, Lance, was, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Lance, is if we decide to maybe table this and then, or we made a motion to where he moved in first, and then we'd
Right.
be able to,
We can deny the motion. Once he moves in, he can reapply for a variance.
and then it would be suitable? Or we can put it in the motion for that to happen
I
today.
think if you deny it, that's a final decision, and I don't know if he can bring it back.
Okay,
Yeah, I believe there's a time limit before he could bring this application back.
Yeah,
Is it 2 years?
I don't think there's a time limit on this. I think their decision is final,
Oh, and it's over?
Yes.
Okay.
unless something were to change.
unless something was
Yeah.
to change.
So if we approve today, we can put in the stipulation, he'd have to move in first,
Yes,
and the
but
other
we would have to make
stipulation
sure
from
of
Willie
that.
as well.
Yes, we would have to verify that.
That sounds good to you,
Or-
Mr. Spencer?
You can ask him.
Yeah, and then also just make sure y'all include in the motion that, it has to be his daughters
Okay.
that move into, whatever future trailers he's putting on the property.
Somebody want to make that motion?
It's gonna be wordy.
I looked at the alternatives. I would rather try to do that and instead of looking at this 16 to 18 a month rent. You know, I like the land and how clear it was, but the alternative, I mean, be breaking these kids back nowadays, this high expensive rent and the housing prices and interest rates going up. So that's a whole lot cheaper for them to get started in college and everything versus trying to stick them in an apartment and getting kicked out and all of that. I'm trying to make amends for my abilities and capabilities I have for my daughters.
Right.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from with that. I mean, but it's like, we're looking at it here in this moment. And yeah, I think there's a lot of moving parts with what you're saying and then not currently residing on it. So
Yeah.
just, I don't know, just some of it doesn't line up the way that we would want it. But I appreciate what you're trying to do for your daughters. It's just my 2 2 cents on it.
All right, you get a motion? Somebody want
I'll make a motion to accept
to, hold on, let me turn your mic on. All right,
with a
Go
lot
ahead.
of conditions. that-
good.
I'll make a motion to accept with the conditions of him being owner and residing in the first trailer, and the daughters residing in the other 2 trailers and can be rented out. And if they have to be removed, if the daughters leave.
Upon leaving
Upon leaving.
premises.
Okay. Who said that? Okay, we got a motion by Willie. Do I have to repeat it?
That's a lot.
I can try to summarize it if you'd like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we got, there's a motion on the table to accept the variance request as written on the condition that the applicant reside on the property, and also on the condition that the 2 mobile homes are occupied and resided in by his 2 daughters.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any opposition? Oh, hearing none, your variance is granted.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, next we have ID, zoning review ID PZ 3932.26, Old Hickory Woods subdivision for Ernest Klingen. Good evening. Tell us what you got going on.
Oh, I'm looking to build a shed on my property to park my RV under. And I'm aware that there's a 5-foot setback on the property line for structures. And I have a little over 20 feet from my house to the property line. So I'm asking for a variance to where I can put the building 3 feet from the property line instead of 5. Because it would be pretty good hardship trying to get it in there, in that building with a 5-foot setback.
Yes, sir. I know I saw a drawing of this somewhere.
You,
Yeah, this one. Oh, you mean this
No,
one?
yeah.
This?
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, I see it. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead,
just-
Brian.
You mentioned in your application, so practical hardship caused by the existing conditions. Can you explain that?
Yes, where I had to I added a new driveway on the opposite side from my existing driveway, the opposite side of the house. And there's a water meter on one side and then a manhole for the sewer. It's like 15 feet between them, so I got a permit to put a culvert in the ditch right there, and I had to go between those 2 things with my driveway. And then as you pass the house, my AC unit is right there. So the water meter and the AC unit are pretty much in a line with one another. And my driveway is like 2 feet from each one of them. So if I have to do a 5-foot setback, I'm gonna have to go past the AC and try to turn that RV, make like a dog leg to get in, and that would be pretty much impossible.
Okay.
If I could just get 2 feet, it would make a big difference.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any public comment?
Yes, I have Linda Peterson. She's in support, and she wishes not to speak, and that's it.
She's in support?
In support.
Sorry about that. That is correct. So no public comment.
Oh, that was a different one? Okay.
You in support of this one too?
We'll close the public comment. So we're looking for a 2-foot variance. Motions? Motion by Mr. Willie to accept.
I'll second.
Second by Brandon. Any opposed? Variance is granted.
Thank you.
So, that was,
Yeah, one more. One more.
next we have, A zoning review ID PZ 3935.26 for Ms. Sherry Mullins. Hello, Ms. Sherry.
Good evening.
Tell us what we're trying to do here.
So our property is about, I think it says .777 of an acre. We have a single-wide trailer and a carport on it currently in a shed. We would like to add another structure on the property for a family member to live in. It would never be used as rental property. It's immediate family. So we just, out of space where we are, and with the setbacks and servitudes on our property and the way it's shaped, it's not leaving us a lot of options. So we were requesting for that to get approved if possible.
I think, I noticed, and I'd like to bring up to the board, your family member is your daughter that you want to move the
Yes.
trailer there. Okay, so, just so y'all know that.
Yep. And so you're moving in another mobile home, or are you building, or like a permanent structure?
It would be another mobile home.
Another mobile home?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if she would ever leave, then it would have to go with her.
And then
Definitely.
this, it didn't look like it had any servitudes or anything like that, so.
No, she just needs to make sure she meets her setbacks and things like that.
So it doesn't show servitudes?
It shows servitudes on your map, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I guess I'm confused by,
No, setbacks and servitudes are different. You just need to look at the map and make sure you're not encroaching on any when you move the mobile home on the property.
okay.
This parking for.
Okay. I have one more question about it.
Look, all right, okay, Jake, got a question?
The only question I had was access to the property. Where is it gonna have access to that additional trailer?
We have a current driveway off of Kelly Drive. If you're looking at the map, it's the most narrow part of the property. That's
Right.
where the driveway is. And so we would use the same driveway and either come off of it on our property or just share that driveway. If we can put them,
Share it.
if we can put them parallel. At one time, there was another trailer there. My sister had lived there many years ago, and we just shared the same driveway. But if we have to, build another driveway, we can just go around.
Or T-Pole Lane, you could come in on T-Pole.
We could come off of T-Pole if we have to.
Okay, thank you.
You talking about where the new trailer's gonna be? Yeah. See it right there.
I have a map with like two options if y'all want to see it. This
Yeah, I
one-
think we got that same one, Sherry.
Well, this one just shows like, if we put one back here or this way. So
Yeah, we don't care where you put it.
Y'all don't
We
care?
just-
Okay.
We just trying to.
I got you.
Trying to see if we do the variance to allow you to put it, where you put it is up to you, as long as it falls in the building setbacks. And Mr.
Okay.
Lance will help you out with that. Okay, we know we got one.
Ms. Linda Peterson, and she is in support and wishes not to speak.
Okay, we'll close the public comment. What's that? Oh, that's
I
right.
had a letter from a neighbor, so I didn't know if y'all wanted that also.
say?
They were in favor.
Which neighbor?
You can hand it to me, I'll put it in the minutes.
Which neighbor is that?
So, you want to read it right quick? Yeah, just, yep, quick.
Says, to whom it may concern, we live 45366 T-Pole Lane and are adjacent to the address of 10394 Kelly Drive in Santamont. We are fully in support of Sherry and Jason Mullins adding an additional structure on their property and praying that the request is granted. Thank you for your consideration in this matter. Edgar and Martha Shea Snyder.
Okay, thank you.
And Lance, I assume no servitudes?
No.
Anything going on with
I
it?
saw where she put the mobile home. She should be fine if she places it in there, so yes.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in making a motion to accept,
Yes. Yeah.
to accept with the same conditions, and if the daughter does move out and vacate, the mobile home has to be removed as well.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to grant the variance with the stipulation that if it's not a family member or the daughter living there, the mobile home must be moved. Anybody opposed? Nope, okay. Your variance is granted.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have zoning review ID PZ 3936.26 for Gunny Gomez Martinez.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Franklin. I'm the licensed contractor for Master Pro Construction, and I'm here because we have an accessory structure in the property that was essentially redone, and we pretty much placed it where it originally was, the same dimension, same everything. The major upgrade we did to it would be the lean-on, which previously, when I applied for this variance, I applied for the entire thing, and it was denied because it was too close to it, about 7 inches. So now this lean-on has been, put to correction, as in like on the setback now, it's 5 feet, as it should be. But the accessory structure itself, it remains the same where it is, since like that's where it's always been. And I already put proof in there, as in like, where things were before and how it is now. We also have a letter from, the neighbors and stuff, the old sign, explaining that, they're all okay with, this coming in. For the structure itself, we also have engineer plans that have been submitted to the parish, so this has been done in compliance with code compliance, as per being, just protocol. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're here for.
Okay. Any questions for now?
This is the second time he's back for this variance?
No, first time.
First time?
He came once before. This is his second time in front of us.
In front of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, I'm gonna make a comment here. I went out and toured this property, as I do what we all do with most of these variances. When he was here before, we were under the impression that he just built this shed. After going and visit the site, I could see where there was a previous building there. There was anchor bolts that were obviously cut down, and I did a little further research and found out that there was a shed there, and it had a tree fall on it previously. So he has rebuilt this shed on an existing slab that had an existing shed there. I don't know the timeline of all that, but this was built on an old slab, so that's what I know. And I also witnessed, and doing my inspection there, that he has since cut back the lean-to that was 6 inches from the property line. He cut it back to within the 5-foot side building setback. So the lean-to is not an issue here. When he came for the first variance, it was an issue because it was 6 inches from the property line, which was also an existing structure, but he didn't argue that point. I saw where the lean-to was existing before, further up in the old part of the driveway that he cut down and built a new one. That's why he built it to the 6 inches, because he saw there was one there before. So anyway, that's what I know about it.
Okay, and so the drawings that you have in here is what you're gonna be constructing?
No, it's
It's already
It
built.
is, okay.
That's why they're also engineer, as per.
Sir?
That's why they're also engineer.
Okay.
And Lance, I've got a question for you there. Is he able to rebuild on that structure after, is it an existing structure?
I don't know if anything was ever there. I know Steve
Well,
says,
I
but I'm not
visited
sure.
it as well, and
Yeah.
I saw the old
I don't
concrete
show
as well.
anything when 2023 on, so I'm not sure how long he's going back. So I looked at the aerials and I didn't see anything, but if there was something there, I don't know exactly what it was.
But if it was there,
He
either way,
wouldn't, well,
was
if it
able
was
to-
there, I mean, if it was, depending on when it was built, it probably should have come through our office And I don't know if it did, and I don't exactly know when it was there, but I did go back and look at aerials, and I didn't see anything there.
But the concrete's still there.
The canned concrete was probably there.
So there obviously was
It
something.
was something there, or just a concrete slab.
Okay, any other questions?
I also inspected
Oh, wait.
the property.
Hey, go ahead.
I went yesterday and actually took a cruise over there and went look at it, and you definitely can tell that, you know, the driveway was existing and the building, you know, the current building was not existing, but there was a building there prior. And I also looked back at Google Earth aerials, and it definitely, the building was there definitely before he started building this newly constructed home. The slab was not increased in size or anything like that from what it previously was. Obviously, we don't have elevation photos of what was there, but it definitely was a shed of some sort that was in place prior to the placement or rebuilding of this one. And I guess that was more in line with the aesthetics to kind of match the new home that's there, which I looked in the home. It's a gorgeous home. It's probably the best, you know, the nicest house on that street from what I could visually see. And, you know, there are other structures at the other homes that are very similar to this one in regards to, you know, how close they are to property lines and things like that. And, you know, I think it fits in well in that area.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions for public comment? Nope. Okay, we'll open it up for public comment.
I have Mr. Michael Jagnaw, and he is in support and wishes to speak.
Do we have any others? We have one? If I can do this, I don't know if I can do it or not. Mr. Jagno is actually speaking for a lot of people. So am I allowed to give him more than his 3 minutes if he needs it?
So y'all can make a motion and give him extra time beyond the 3 minutes if he's not able to complete it and his mic shuts off. So y'all can grant him extra time.
We
if
do
you
it
don't want.
after the 3 minutes?
Yeah, let him have his 3 minutes. If he doesn't finish, y'all can grant him some additional time.
Okay, Mr. Jagno, tell us what you got.
Be up here to start off with. I'm a longtime resident of O'Neill Road. Myself and my family's been there since in the 70s. This piece of property has had a building on it when they developed that side. There was a building there, the concrete's there, you can go and view it. There was a tree fell on it, they removed it and built on the exact concrete that's existing. They added no concrete to it. The driveway was nothing. They had a lean-to, and the posts are still in the ground where you can see what the existing was, you know, back from the day. And it was, I don't know, I'm guessing, you know, probably they started subdividing that up in the 80s to early 90s. And as soon as the person moved the trailer in, they built their building. So it might be, not being able to be seen because of trees on an aerial view, but the building definitely was there, and you can go out and sight it. But I'm here for the request for the structure setback. I've got 17 neighbors. Now, that's individual houses. I didn't go to rent houses. Everybody in the neighborhood wants this. This man chose our street to upgrade it. And, you know, you said it's probably the nicest on O'Neill. It's probably the nicest within a 15-mile radius if you go inside the house. There's nothing else like it. And he didn't do anything that wasn't there before. Now, you don't understand what y'all are saying, but bottom line is everybody on here, and there's 17 residents, and that's not from O'Neill to Black Bayou. That's from O'Neill to Cannon Road to Bayou Northeast. In that short distance, and there's only one more piece of property might be able to be developed, and there's another on the corner, and that's it. Everything's been developed there. So if I can answer anything for y'all.
Right. Tell them where you live in reference to this.
I'm on
structure.
12449 O'Neill Road. I'm on the left-hand side, the first brick on the left-hand side, coming from Bayou Northeast. and I pass this every day. You know, I'd go to work every day. I'd see the whole neighborhood, so I know what was there, what wasn't there, and
Been there a long time, haven't you?
long time. And I know this doesn't matter to y'all, but this is the best person I've met, to be honest with you. He's a hardworking man, and because of that, he has a property by me. I've gotten to know him, but I mean, he's a great guy. He helps the neighborhood out. Anybody needs help, he helps them. He's a hardworking man, and they just trying to get in their dream home. He's been saving all his life. They didn't take vacations, and they saved for this house, and now it's been 6 months, and people can't believe he's not in it. Now, I understand we got rules and regulations, but please, whatever y'all can do, let this man pass this variance, and the signature all there. With the exception of one, it's individual signatures. One husband overruled his wife and said, I want to sign it too. The last person, that's why I got a second page. But everybody else was single people signing it. So thank you all, and please help this man.
Thank you.
And get a certificate of occupancy.
Thank you.
So this is holding up the whole house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute.
All right, I have, is it Kareem Ortiz? And she's in support and wishes to speak.
Okay.
Hi, good evening. My name's Kareem Ortiz. I'm in support of, my neighbor building his shop. I just had a few concerns because of our last meeting we had. We did discuss, it was rejected. So I just want to make sure, as long as everything, is following the rules, everything's safe, I'm in full support of having the shop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No one else signed up.
Okay, we'll close the public comment. Yeah, that's another thing that was brought to my attention, that they have held up his certificate of occupancy on this house because of this issue. It was attached to the house, so therefore it was part of their certificate of occupancy. He has since detached it from the house, so I don't know what that means, but maybe we can get him moved in. All right, any questions, comments, motions?
I'll say a comment. This is what makes the parish great, and the citizens and everybody who is rallying around this person, and for you guys to come up here and speak and say the things you say, and you see all these signatures, it means a lot for what you come up here. And I've lived here my entire life, and we need more of this. We need people that support each other. We do have rules and we have regulations that we need to follow. This may have been something that was there, obviously, 30 years ago, but still have to follow certain things. But this is what makes this parish great, and I would like to see more of this. So I'll make a motion to accept.
Motion to accept. Second by everybody?
Second by everybody.
Second by Brian. Any opposed? Okay, your variance is granted, sir. All right, now we have to
Yeah.
get the moving truck,
Wait, it's his house?
the one with the blue hat.
It's whose house? His house?
The one with the blue hat.
Okay, I thought he was a designer. Okay.
Yeah, he's his
Okay, yeah.
right-hand man.
He can't get paid yet.
The way you reacted, okay, cool.
Okay, now we have to bring back up this other zoning review ID PZ 3922.26 that we tabled earlier.
Yeah, just a quick point of order. Hey, over here. Y'all do need to make a motion to just take it from the table before y'all start discussing it again.
Okay,
Just
I'll
a-
entertain a motion to take item ID PZ 3922.26 from the table.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Brian,
Second.
second by Eddie. Any opposed? That motion passes. Okay, now, that was the one where we had the tall structure. And,
Did the gentleman show up?
No, he never
Did he
showed
show up late?
is Rodney Vincent? Nope.
I sent him an email just to let him know we moved it to the end of the agenda, but I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Table it to the next one.
Either table it tonight, he's not here, in my opinion.
Can we table it to the next meeting?
Yes, y'all can do that.
I make a motion to table to the next meeting.
I think that's a good idea, because I'd like to hear what he has to say. I understand her concerns.
Right.
But I'd like to give him a fair shot if he shows up next time. So, any opposed to that? Okay, motion to table it till next meeting is granted. Next, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon,
Second.
second by Brian. Any opposed? We are adjourned.